Hey guys, welcome back to episode 2 of our franchise zoo in franchise. I think I just said that. Last episode we built this quokka enclosure and they seem to be enjoying it quite a lot. So today I think we are going to build the habitat that will go here. This is going to be kind of an interesting shape to some sense, because this, I could pick a small animal, make it small here, or I could pick a larger animal and kind of extend behind those buildings. So, I think what we're going to do, a habitat species in the grassland. Like I said, that's probably going to be the easiest we can do. I also want to do a single, so I'm not going to do anything that would benefit from other animals like this, the species enrichment like the collar peccary has with these guys. So I might do the flamingo because they're easy. I can get a lot of them and they don't require a lot of maintenance because their food isn't super expensive because they are a herbivore. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the flamingo. Okay, so they need greater than 1 meter or 1 meter. 500. If we were, there's no way we go any higher than. Oh, can't put 3. Yeah, we're fine. We don't need a super large enclosure. So, I think we are going to just do that right there. I might extend that there, we'll see though. Okay, so I'm gonna add the habitat gate with the no barriers. Let's go down to 8. We're just gonna go there, and then we're just gonna rough estimate that. Probably about 8 there. Yep. And 20 going this way. We'll go like an 8 probably. This one needs to be short. Like 5, yes. Good. Okay, and so I'm going to now do the barriers, and I will see you guys after that. Okay guys, so I have just finished the barriers, and this is what we're looking like. The habitat is 1152, 1152, 1100, 1100 and a half actually. Looking good. I am thinking we have land over here, and I'm thinking we have a stream running along like right here, and then a giant pool back here, and we have this part is land, this part is land, and then there's like that right there. I'm liking that. So I'm going to now actually get the flamingos actually first. There's no security cards. I do not care about that quite yet. 10 to 15, neutral guest can enter habitat. We're not gonna worry about any of that. Yada yada yada. Okay, mark it. I'm gonna sort them by appeal. So we're just gonna get all of these guys except for this last one because he does cost credits. So now that we've gotten all of those, we're gonna refresh the list, see if we've got any more. We do not, so what we're gonna do then is we're just gonna send them to the zoo, and we are going to throw them into quarantine. And I actually don't know why this guy's here, so we're gonna quick trade him. That's actually from one of my previous zoos. Okay, so while we're doing that, I think we are going to lay out the air water stuff. So we're gonna swing along here, lean back here, and hold this over low. Make it a little wider. I'm actually going to take this up like this. Take down, so vision. I'm liking it. Okay, and they're actually passing quarantine right now as we're finishing, so that is really good timing. In habitats with an island, I always like to put the shelter on the island. I don't know if this island is big enough, though, so we are going to test that as our flamingos are being moved. Ooh, what's this? That. We can actually move that a little bit, make it a little bit less sloppy. There. Okay. Here's our first flamingo. And then see our needs and go based on that. So they don't like the amount of long grass. I am gonna throw in some sand along the island. Because you think of islands, you think of sand, right? So I usually do that. Obviously, you don't have to do what I'm doing. I also like to make a few of the beaches, as we would call them, sandy. Not all of it though, because this is a habitat, stuff gets kicked around. What we can do is we can dole that down and then kind of just hit up some other spots a little bit, like along the other coastlines. So we just do a quick little skim of it, because it's not quite as dense as those locations I just did. And it helps it look a little bit more natural, you know? Alright, I'm liking that. Not enough soil, so we are going to put a soily back thing behind the sand. I think that looks pretty good. They do want some more soil and some more rock. Oh, really? I'm not used to animals really wanting rock. Okay, I can make that work. And then my go-to for blending, whenever there's grass somewhere, I always go for short grass for blending. Whenever there's not, I go light soil for blending. So I'm gonna actually dull this down to 30, and just go quick over, dull everything down, blend it together, make it look good. Not enough rock, so just do quick shoots of it, you know. Alright, looking good. What about the environment? Okay, we are going to go Africa grassland. Oh, align to surface is on. We don't want align to surface on. We also want random rotation, make it look a little bit more natural. But first I am actually going to do, oh, that's not gonna work. Nope. I almost got some of the habitat barrier in there. There we go. Control Z. I'm gonna move this guy over here. Yeah, this is a big thing. What we can do actually is we can have the posts in like that, and we can shorten it a little bit. And we can, I don't want to do the entirety of the island. I do want to do most of it though, and I also want to give them a little bit of water under the cover. So that's looking good. I like that. And now we're going to go to habitat, and we're going to go flamingo. Get some food bowls in here. Obviously they need food. Or to habitat. Well, it's a good zoo if the animals don't have food, you know. Then some bedding. See, I don't like that it does this sometimes, because when it's so close to the water, it won't auto fix the terrain. So what we can do, I guess we can use some smaller ones. Like this one is natural. Can I? No, I cannot. I guess I'm gonna have to use this and get a little bit more precise, you know? I mean, this doesn't look nearly as good as it would if it would, I could use a line to surface maybe here, actually. The line to surface does not exist like this. Alright, we're just gonna go back to this, because this is not being cooperative, as we would like it to be. Just gonna sprinkle a few, you know, and herbs and Marco can smack one of those guys down there, sprinkler. We'll smack you down over there. And then they do not have a lot of enrichment. I don't know. That's not great. Definitely need to research them. I know the quokka also didn't have a lot of enrichment. Oh, they have a waterfall though. We are going to make it fall out that way. There it is. Okay, so that is that. And now we can move on to the nature. Africa grassland. I am gonna skip through the nature. Once again, if you guys want to see me put the nature in, just tell me in the comments and I'll put it in next time. But I will be back after I finish. So I finished the nature, and this is what we are looking like. Unfortunately, neither of these habitats have allowed me to be overbearing with the nature. And also, in case you're wondering, I did forget a water treatment last episode, so I did get that. And so now I was treating both of these. And last episode, I do believe, oh goodness, I had something on my mind. Yes, I added it to, not last episode, I forgot to. I added this habitat to the work zone. So now, this is all part of the zoo work zone, all of this. And hopefully next episode we can afford an animal that enjoys more nature, I guess we could say. And also, as we get more money, we can start to decorate this, kind of decorate these, make them look more encased, and just make this area back here look a little bit better. Oh, Coco's about to have offspring. You might be here for a while. This game is notorious for faking me out with the births. It gives me notifications that the animals are about to have offspring, and then I'm sitting here for 5 minutes. So I'll give it a little bit, see if she's gonna give birth or not. We actually have a school project on endangered species, and my friend is doing quokkas. I don't know if that'd be interesting to you guys. Just figured I'd share it to burn some time. But also, tell me down in the comments what animal you want to see next in the next episode, and I will consider it. If it's good. If it's a horrible suggestion, like if you give me an animal that stinks like a Goliath beetle, then I'm probably not going to listen to it. I don't want a super large carnivore for next episode, but I'll go with medium to smaller size carnivores, and then majority of herbivores I will take. Oh, because we already have a baby quokka. Look at how tiny it is. Oh my goodness. And then there's our quokka that's about to give birth right there. So I'm going to kind of watch her in the background as we look at this guy. Oh, she's hopping away. There's another one right there too. Man, our quokkas are giving birth like crazy. Look at this guy. Oh, they just got fed. They're all hopping over there. Slow little walks. Look at this baby. He's hungry. Man, he burrowed himself in there. Yeah, doesn't look like we're going to get a quokka birth on camera yet. Maybe it'll give me the alert up here about she's giving birth, and maybe we can click on it and see. But I do believe once again the only thing left in this episode is education. So please, once again, tell me if you do not want to see education. I think last episode got 1 view, and that 1 view is me. Yeah, I know, it's a little bit unfortunate, but if there's anyone else watching this other than me and my sibling, then please tell me if you want to see this education in the next episode or not. So let's get to education. Facilities. This is a smaller education area. So, if I go here, you hit align surface and turn around rotation off. We just gotta click here. Then we can go like that. Boom. Boom. Add those 2. We can add 1 up here. Ooh. Bang. Like right there in the middle. And then we can add 1 down here too. Donation bins. I'm gonna add 1 here. And 1 down here. Oh, that is inside the habitat. We don't want it inside the habitat. Let's see. I don't think I could add a conservation thing right here. Or 3 of them by the entrance too. 1 before you enter / exit, and 1 right after you enter / exit. Okay, so now we can do these. This will just barely boost our education. We'll do a maybe extinction crisis. I'll just go to a random one. Invasive species. Cool, that sounds good. We'll just go to a random one. Species reintroduction. We'll go there. And here, poaching and exotic pet trade. There it is. So that won't do a lot to our education, but it will give some boost. And then here we're going to assign all these to the greater flamingo. I don't think we are going to do a speaker for this animal, because if I were to put a speaker here and I made it a big radius, then people here looking at the quokka would hear background of the flamingo, and that's just confusing, looking at one species but learning about the other. So that is all for this episode, and now we're just going to do some of the camera stuff. Bravo. They're so tall. Like, some birds have really long necks. Like, if you just think of like cardinals or something like those that you just find in like your neighborhood, they don't have these super long necks like this. But, I mean, ostrich. Oh, whoa. Yikes. Okay. That was something. But, they seem to be enjoying the habitat. I like it. This is really pretty. The sunset in the background with this glare on the screen. I like that. Alright. And with that, I do believe that is the end of episode 1 as the keeper walks away. Real funny, folks.